Welcome to this new class in which we are going to study about electric motor. Earlier we have discussed about the direction of electric force which get developed due to the interaction between the magnetic field and the magnetic field generated in the current carrying conductor. The direction of magnetic field was ascertained by the Fleming's left hand rule. The same rule will be applied here to find the direction of electric force that turns the armature in the magnetic field. You know, electric motor is a electric device, rotating device in which electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. Electrical energy is used to generate the mechanical energy. In this motor, there are magnetic field that may be developed by permanent magnet or by electromagnet, but for the sake of convenience, let us consider the two poles of the horseshoe type of magnet in which a rectangular coil fixed on a shaft fitted with the axle is allowed to rotate between the north and south pole. This rectangular coil is fixed with poles with the two rotating device, that is ball bearing, about which this rectangular coil can be rotated. Suppose there is an axle passing through this axis. This is axle. The rectangular coil is mounted over the circular armature, or you may say the shaft, which is allowed to rotate about this axis either clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is free to rotate about this axis. There is a permanent magnet here whose north pole and south pole are given, means denoted here by this symbol N and S. We know that magnetic field extends from north pole to south pole. The magnetic field is parallel to each other between north pole and south pole, and at right angles to this magnetic field, the rectangular coil is allowed to rotate about the axis after crossing the magnetic field lines extended between north and south pole. Now see here, this coil, the end of the coil is fixed with the split rings mounted on the shaft or the axle of the shaft permanently with a base which is insulating material, made of insulating materials, means this a split ring is mounted over this axle on the insulating materials, means which restricts the direct contact of this a split ring with the axle. Now, two carbon brushes, you know, the carbon, one of the allotropes of the carbon is graphite. Graphite is good conductor of electricity. So, the carbon brush made of graphite is fitted here, which has a direct contact with the shaft. Now, the two carbon brushes are connected to the electric source or the battery here, means this is the external supply of source of supply of electric current, battery. This is key plug and the ammeter is also fitted here. Now, how the rectangular coils, how the rectangular coil rotates about its axis in this magnetic field, it can be explained on the basis of Fleming's left hand rule. We will see here the direction of electric current outside the circuit is the same, but the direction of current in the coil, parallel ends of the coil gets changed after each half turn. Initially, suppose current is passing into the a split ring, suppose that initially it is P and Q. So, through the carbon brush X, current passes into the a split ring P, which is connected to the end of the rectangular coil, and current passes through the coil and enters into the direction A to B, B to C, C to D, and then from the carbon brush or a split ring Q through the carbon brush Y in the circuit. Now, what happens when electric current passes through this rectangular coil? We know about the Fleming's left hand rule. We have earlier explained this, that suppose the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field and the middle finger indicates the direction of current carrying through the conductor, means rectangular coil here, then the force applied on this current carrying conductor due to the interaction of magnetic field will move the current carrying conductor in the perpendicular direction of these two fields, that is along the direction of the thumb. So, if we apply this Fleming's left hand rule, what do we observe here? Suppose current is passing through A to B and through arm C to D. What will happen? Here current, magnetic field direction is from north to south, means here this, and the current is passing like this. What will happen? The arm AB will move towards the direction of the thumb, means it will move in the downward direction of the plane, means this will be the direction, means the coil AB, the coil, the end or the side AB of this rectangular coil will move in the downward direction, and this arm means CD will move in upward direction. AB will move in the downward direction and CD will move in the upward direction. It means the coil will rotate in a clockwise direction. In a clockwise direction. So this is the rotation of the coil. What will happen after half turn? When the coil is moved in the clockwise direction, then after half turn the CD will take the position of AB and AB will take the position of CD. So we may represent this by this notation, means B A C D, means in this condition what happens? The current will pass from C to D, D to C in the first arm and B to A in the second arm. Now what happens? After half rotation, the split ring Q will take the position of a split ring P and P will take the position of a split ring Q. This is the P and Q, means the position of a split ring gets reversed, means P takes the position of Q and Q takes the position of P. Now the current in the outer circuit is of the same direction, means current now enters into the split ring Q with the help of the same carbon brush X and passes from D to C, and in the second arm it passes from B to A. Now what will happen? The current passes from a split ring P to carbon brush Y in the external circuit. So what happens here? The direction of electric current gets changed inside the coil. That is, once in the left arm current passes from A to B, then after half turn C to D, D to C. So this is how the current direction of the current gets changed during this process. So after every half turn, the direction of current in the rectangular coil gets changed, but outside the circuit the direction of current remains the same. So in this way the rectangular coil will rotate in the clockwise direction. If we change the direction of current in the external circuit just by reversing the direction of connected terminals, that is, if positive is turned with negative and negative with positive, then we will observe that in this case the rectangular coil will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So direction of the motion or the movement of rectangular coils in the magnetic field depends on the direction of electric current in the external circuit. So this is how motor works. So motor is thus an electrical device in which the mechanical energy is generated due to the interaction of magnetic field and the magnetic field developed by the current carrying conductor. The interaction of these two forces change the position of rectangular coil in the magnetic field. Along that direction which was proposed by Fleming's left hand rule. This is how we get mechanical energy in this motor. This is the basic principle of having the transformation of electrical energy into mechanical energy. Now see here, the direction of electric current in the rectangular coil changes after a regular interval, that is after each half turn. So this device this happens only due to the use of a split ring. So a split ring may also be considered as or known as commutator. So commutator is that electrical device which changes the direction of electric current in the current carrying coil. This is how we have discussed about the principle of motor. Now we will study about other features of electric current in the next video, and that will be related to the induction of electric current, means electric current induced. So we will study this electromagnetic induction in the next video. Thank you very much.